A picture is worth 1,000 words, and the web is a great place to use images and text to get your point across. Remember that HTML files are just text documents. So how do we place images on our web pages? We use the image or IMG tag. This instructs the browser where and how to place an image when displaying the page content. Like a hyperlink, just placing the image tag doesn't give the browser all the information it needs. We also need to use an attribute to tell the browser which image you want to place here. The source or SRC attribute contains the name of the image to display. You will also note the IMG tag is a non-enclosing tag. It doesn't have a closing part. This is because we're not surrounding anything to make it an image. We're just telling the browser where to put a picture. So let's see what our image looks like in the browser. The image loads and displays as part of the page content. That's a simple IMG instruction. However, web pages are usually organized into folders to keep the files organized. A common pattern is to have an images folder to store the site's image files. Here I've arranged the site images into an images folder. See, the image no longer loads. The browser doesn't have enough information to find the image. We need to change the image path to tell the browser where the image is. This means including the folder name in the image path. Here I'm including the folder name images in the file path, separated by a slash. This tells the browser, look inside the images folder and display the picture file boomerang.jpg. Here it is in the browser. Now the browser can find the image again. That's the basics of using an image in HTML. However, valid HTML requires a couple more attributes. The first are the width and height attributes. These tell the browser the width and height of the image in pixels. Important, these should be the true width and height of the image. Don't use these attributes to resize an image. It can cause distortion and is a waste of bandwidth. If your images need to be resized, do it in an image editing program. The other required attribute is the alt attribute, which contains an alternate description of the image. This serves two purposes: to indicate what the image is in case it fails to load, and it provides a verbal description for visually impaired users surfing the web using a screen reader. Our alternate description should therefore contain meaningful descriptions. Let's recap. Images are placed using the IMG or image tag. Unlike most HTML, this tag doesn't require an ending tag. The SRC source attribute tells the browser what image to load and describes where it's located. A valid image tag requires the width and height attributes. Do not use these to resize an image. The alt attribute declares an alternative description for the image. As well as being useful if the image fails to load, it performs an important accessibility function for screen reader users. All these are required for a valid image tag in HTML.